Well, good morning, friends. Who's behind me? Papa and Alara. We got 5 grandkids this morning here. 4 of them are sleeping. Can you say hi? Say hi. He'll wake up the whole town when the camera's off. Anyway, I'm out here this morning just doing a little bit of trimming. You'll see down here. I trimmed my zucchini so that there's always airflow going because they do get huge. And just assessing everything. While it's early, it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. And what you doing? Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Okay, Papa started up his truck and little Alara couldn't get in it fast enough. So we lost him, but he did say hi. Anyway, see down here, I'll turn you around actually. I've been trimming. I like to keep air flowing in between them, and that way they grow nice, they produce better. I can't believe all the fruits I got on here, all the zucchinis that are coming out. But it's early in the morning. I'm out here just looking at everything. I found a few slugs. I got to treat my beans over here because I picked a few slugs off of them this morning, and I've been cleaning out the trellises before it gets too hot, because I'll tell you what, the other day, now listen friends, I live in Michigan. I am in zone 6B, and we don't get very hot up here. We're right along Lake Michigan. We usually have 85 tops in our heat. Well, the other day it was 101 degrees, and the heat index here was 120. And with all this water around us, it's so humid, it's like stepping into a sauna. You can't even breathe. But hot one. So I'm out here early this morning because it's going to be humid again and like 90 degrees today. It's the last hot day. I'm going to be a hot mess. My hair's all up. I'm ready for it. I've got 5 kids, a little swimming pool, in the shade. We're going to be happy. Grandma's going to be happy today. Grandma's tired today. I want to show you this. I've already got little tomatoes starting on that gold nugget tomato. Now, because those are determinants, I don't want to pick the tomatoes off there. Not at all. I want it to produce as many as it's going to. I still haven't cleaned this out. I just got to trim out those little trees growing, because I don't do much out here in front because these are just hostas. And I just let them go, water them, keep them happy. I usually put a little pot of flowers out here out front. I got one right there. It's full of 4 o'clocks. I put a little light in it. Anyway, the market stand, I got to clean that. Just rinse it down because I think the 9th of July, we're having like a community yard sale and a crafts and, you know, arts and crafts and all that. So Tracy does a lot of arts and crafts. So we're going to use the tent here, and we're going to do baked goods and arts and crafts. We're going to sell it up there. They'll sell really good. Every time I do a bake sale here, it goes beautifully. I sell out of everything. Oh, I'm just looking. I got to get some of those. I don't have my pond on this morning because it was raining. I have sprayed, but I don't know if you can see the gnats. They're horrible. Anyway, I've got to get some of those mosquito pellet things you put in your pool. Completely non-toxic, so the kitties and the birds and everything can still enjoy the pond and not get poisoned, but it will kill off the mosquitoes or the larvae. Everything in there is doing good too. And that is getting ready to bloom. That is that big gazania. Got my pot there. But everything in there is looking pretty good. Absolutely. Well, kitty, kitty. Hi, Charlie. What are you doing this morning, kitty, huh? Oh, come here, Charlie. You're a good girl. You're such a good girl. Oh, yes. Are you just a sweetie? You're an old girl, aren't you? You out here enjoying the morning? I've got 2 silkies. Look at they got to be in this cage because the other ones are mean to them. And I got 3 turkins. See them back in there? Look at the little bitty one. Shannon and Dave gave those to me. And the turkins are actually, they're called Transylvanian naked necks. They have no feathers on their necks, but they're gorgeous. Look at them. They're going to be so pretty. They're the ones that get feathers all over their feet. I love them. So we built this little bitty box so that they're safe in there. And the girls in there, they're doing good. The ducks are in the pond. It's early morning. I haven't changed their water from yesterday yet, so they'll get fresh water, but they play in that all the time. And look up there, friends. I got butterflies everywhere. I love it. Those guys in there are doing good. They make a mess out of their water. But those were the babies I got from Tractor Supply. And they're still a little too small yet. I put a couple of them in the big coop just to see what the big chickens would do, but they started beating on them, so my girls in there they're not the nicest. But this garden, I didn't get to show you the other day. This is the newest I added. I did another little rock garden on this side of the tree towards my chicken coop, and I filled that in with 4 o'clocks. And then over here I got, where you've seen this many times, those sunflowers are all volunteer. And I'm just leaving them. And I put zinnias in there with them. Look at this one. This one's getting big. Big, big, beautiful. Look at all my mint in there. Just tons of it. All these sunflowers in here are volunteer from last year. And look at my bachelor buttons are all blooming. I love bachelor buttons. They're so pretty. And then I've got zinnias and cosmos and marigolds and 4 o'clocks and some kale in there. And you've seen that. I showed you that garden I planted. And then all my kale. I'm getting chewed up by all these gnats make you nuts. Kale and dill. And kale and dill are a very good companion plant. The other day, when I did my garden tour, I lost this part of the footage. So I wanted to show you what I had over here today. And in just this little vlog. And it's looking really good. Look at my potatoes. They're going bananas over here. And then I've got, remember I told you I planted in the bare spots or along the edges, I planted lima beans. And those are starting to come up. You can see those right here. So they're starting to come up and they're starting to do good. And then that basket there, I got to do some harvesting on that. That is all edible. The nasturtiums, the lovage, the parsley, basil, pansies, it's all edible. So I'm going to harvest some of that because all that you can use in salads. And then this basket over here that I had put together, this was a salsa basket. And I've got a tomato in there. Now that's a grape nugget, a golden nugget tomato, which is like, grape-sized yellow tomatoes. I got basil in there, a pepper plant, and marigolds. And then over there, we've had a lot of wind, and look at my rooster broke. So I'm going to have to replace him. That's why I come out in the morning and look at everything, because we had some pretty strong wind last night. And that one, I've got a grape tomato and some marigolds in there. And this is just flowers, some vinca vine and geraniums. It was windy the other night. Last night it was windy too, but the other night there was a confirmed tornado over by Roscommon. And that's not, I mean, I think they said it was 65-mile-an-hour winds, which, in the tornado alley, and those of you, my friends, who live where you battle with tornadoes or you have them quite often, you'd probably just call that some high winds. But it was a tornado and it was a touchdown. And it's something that's unusual for Michigan. Now, we get water spouts out on Lake Michigan. And boy, there's something to watch. We get quite a few of them. I remember one year I was up in Arcadia. Arcadia's in a real deep valley. And then there's the big hill, excuse me, going north of town. And you can see all Lake Michigan. Well, you could count like 4 or 5 water spouts all throughout there. And it was something to see, really. But anyway, I wanted to look over here at this garden. Now I got the big garden in the ground. I'm going to have to, I got it all tilled up. You've seen that. I'm going to hoe in between my, I'll show you. See that I got a hoe in between my sunflowers. But everything else is doing good. And it just perked right up when I threw some triple 19 in there and watered it really good. I watered it in. I put the triple 19 in my garden, and then I watered it in, and then the next day I tilled it in. I rototilled it, worked it all in, and look it's just doing fantastic out there. Not a straight row in sight, friends, but there's nothing in my life that's straight. Even my house is crooked. But my bok choy is doing pretty good. I think I don't know. This is the first time I've ever grown it. It looks good, but a couple of them look like they bolted, so I probably won't get anything out of them. My green beans are doing good. But this is the only thing I got to do, is I got to clean up in between here. And then mow along the edges of this garden, and it'll be good. My husband and I are going to take our tarp off so that the sun don't destroy it, and put the winter tarp on there for the greenhouse. And then I can, store all my goodies in there. Everything over here, look at the birdhouse birds. Man, they just took right off. This one's already, these are aggressive. They grow pretty good. This one's already making its way. It's already wrapped around that part of the fence. Now these, I want to show you. These are rutabagas. These are beautiful. Look at that. That's the one I had last year. Remember, I looked at it and I thought, gosh, that sure looks like a rutabaga. And I didn't mean to plant it in there. It was kind of like a volunteer. Maybe a seed got mixed in with something else. My tomato plants are doing fantastic over here. And I got to come through here. See, I keep them trimmed up on the bottom the best I can. And I'm going to plant probably some more beans in that empty section. Just throw some bean seeds down in there, bush beans. They'll do good. The other beans are coming up. My morning glories have gotten hooked to the fence. They're going up. This is really going to be a beautiful trellis over here when it gets growing up, because these beans will grow all the way to the top, and the marigolds growing in amongst them and blooming. Be absolutely gorgeous. And these are going to do fantastic. I love rutabaga. And that's the first time, with the exception of last year, but I didn't intentionally plant it last year. My cucumbers are doing really good too. I'm really pleased about the celery. I can't believe that's doing really good. I have to do a little research and find out, if there's anything special or any other tips or tricks to, keep it really productive. But so much. I've got zinnias in there. Oh gosh, they're doing so good in the garden. That's what I'm going to do today. And probably a little bit before it gets too hot. Because once it's hot, I go and hide in the air conditioning. And then in the evening, when it cools down, I come back out and finish up what I was doing. But that's it. Not much going on today. We're just battling the heat and trying to survive through it. For those of you who don't know or who may be new to my channel, I live in northern Lower Michigan, northwest Lower Michigan, right along, I'm probably 20 miles inland from Lake Michigan in zone 5B. So I've got I've got a shorter growing season than most. So, you know, I started my plants early though. I took a chance on it because our last frost date literally is in June. And I planted a lot of my stuff in the middle of May just to give myself a head start because I want to grow a lot of stuff. And there was a couple nights that I had to come out and cover things. Everything did pretty good. I might have lost 1 or 2 little plants like cucumbers, but I had a lot to replace. So a lot to replace them with. So this year I've got a head start in my garden. So, and I'll bring you along with me the whole time. And anyway, we're going to go see little Lark.
Where you at? You told me. You got a key?
Are you in there? What you doing in there? Can you say hi?
Play.
Are you playing
Push
there?
the button down.
What's he got going on in there? Oh, sleep.
Keep pushing it. Gotta crawl over the seat to get out, you know. Can't go around.
Yeah. Oh, he is a cutie.
Say hi.
Can you say hi? Say hi, friends.
Hi, friend.
Say bye-bye. Wave bye-bye to him. Wave bye-bye to the camera. Well, he's shy until the camera shuts off.
I need key.
He loves Papa's chocolate. All right, friends. This was just whatever vlog. I've got to make breakfast. 4 of the grandkids are still sleeping, and I anticipate them to be sleeping until probably 9 or 10 o'clock. But I am going to make like a hash brown casserole, and I'm going to take you along with me, and we'll make that together so that the kids have something to eat, you know, before it gets too hot to cook. Okay, friends. I got a house full of kids. I got to cook something quick. And grandbabies and Tracy. So, we are going to take this on the oven. Okay? We're going to turn the oven on to 350 because we're going to cook this when it's too hot. 350. All right, I got to melt a stick of butter. Oh, if I can get it out of there. There we go. Melt one of these. I got my casserole pan sprayed. Let's put it. See what that does. I love it. We're going to do this quick, fast, and in a hurry. Nothing from scratch here, friends. All from, and you know what, I don't have time to save anything. I just got to get this cooked up. Let's see, rear. Melt that. We are going to mix. I'll break this up a little bit.
What do you want?
Okay, friends. We're going to mix this in here. No, it's not all thawed. It probably should be. My hands are clean. I'm just going to break some of this up. All right, now we are going to mix in 8 ounces of sour cream. This is a 16-ounce container, so I'm just going to do half of it. Okay. I'm going to do half of it in here. Just fling it in there. Okay. 1 can of cream of chicken soup. That's for recycling. don't think this is diet. This definitely isn't Mediterranean, friends. This is for the grandkids. All right, now we got the butter almost melted.
I got my baby rabbit now. Cece's playing with it.
Okay. All right, you guys.
That's a baby.
There's that.
A boy and a girl, mom and dad. They can play that.
I love it when my house is full. Okay, now we're going to do some salt and pepper.
Let's go. Let's go.
My whole family loves pepper, so you know what? I'm not going to put any salt in this, friends, because my butter was salted and the cream of chicken soup is rather salty too. So I'm just going to leave it like this. If they need a little more salt, they can add it at the table. Okay, we're going to throw in a package of this cheese. That's for another day. Throw it all in there. Nice and happy there. And we're going to mix this all around. We're going to mix it all up. The best we can. They're going to love this. I got it on my counter. Put it out there. Now, usually you can put onions or peppers, or you can get the Orida ones with onions and peppers. But I did mine plain because of the kids. So there's nothing fancy here. This is just, if you got some kids, here's a quick fix for them. You can even serve this for a dinner or a lunch. It's pretty good. It's going to be screaming hot today. I want to get this done before the heat comes out, because then for lunch and dinner, we're going to cook on the grill, friends. And I picked up some smoked sausages for them for the grill and some chips. We're just going to have a picnic. They're by the pool. It's just a nice, cozy day today. I am not cooking in this house other than this breakfast. All right, see that? Beautiful. We got that mixed up. That's all we're doing. This is for kids. Now you can always add anything else you want for your family. But this is for my grandkids. And this is all I'm putting in here. Okay? You can put a topping on it. I'm not even going to do that. They're just going to eat this and they're going to love it. Okay. Push that down in there. And then you're going to bake this, I bet you at least 45 to 50 minutes. Until it gets good and done and nice and bubbly. Mine might take just a little bit more because my potatoes are not thawed. Okay, we're going to put a little parsley on top. Nothing fancy. Okay, there we go. And I'm also going to put just a dot of pepper on top. Because thank goodness my grandkids do like pepper. All right, that's already preheated. We're going to stick this in the oven. I don't need a tray under it, it won't bubble over. 45 to 50 minutes. When it's done, I'll show you how good it turns out. All right, friends, take a look at how gorgeous this turned out. We're going to cut a nice piece here. Put it on this plate. It did turn out beautiful. Yum. Take a look at that, friends. Let's get you closer. Take a look at that, friends. That turned out wonderful. What a quick and easy. Listen to my family. They're a riot. What a quick and easy way to make breakfast for a slew of kids and a bunch of adults. Perfect. there you have it, friends. We're going to go enjoy breakfast. Thanks for watching.